Today, we're cracking open a locker filled not just with dusty boxes, but with history, craftsmanship, and a surprise that stunned even the most seasoned Storage Wars veterans. Our spotlight? Rene and Casey Nezhoda, the husband and wife team known for their keen instincts and even sharper business sense. In one unforgettable episode, they unearthed what seemed like a pile of junk, but turned out to be a collector's dream, a vintage model train set valued at over $5,000. How did they spot the value in what others overlooked? What makes this discovery so legendary among fans? Stick around as we unravel the secrets, suspense, and strategy behind this iconic Storage Wars moment. Let's dive into the story behind the bids. The auction begins, eyes on the prize. It was a hot afternoon in Southern California. Another day, another auction. The crowd was restless, eyes scanning row after row of locked units. That's when unit number 216 popped up. To most, it looked like a graveyard of furniture legs, plastic bins, and moth-bitten boxes. But Rene Nezhoda wasn't buying the chaos. There's always something more, he later said in an interview. You just have to look with different eyes. Rene's strategy is part math, part gut instinct. And with Casey backing him up, the duo stepped in with confidence and placed a bid that would soon change everything. Opening the locker, discovery in the dust. As the door rolled up, a wave of stale air and dust billowed out. The contents seemed average. Old books, mismatched furniture, kids' toys. But then Casey nudged Rene and pointed toward a large wooden crate shoved in the corner. There were no markings, no labels, just worn wood, nails, and mystery. When the crate was pried open, what they saw immediately gave them pause. Layer after layer of vintage model trains, wrapped in aging newspaper, each one more intricate than the last. They had found something real. Model train culture, a collector's goldmine. For many, model trains evoke childhood nostalgia, but for collectors, these tiny locomotives are works of art and highly valuable artifacts. The ones Rene and Casey found included original Lionel trains from the pre-World War II era, complete with brass fixtures, original paint, and custom track pieces. One train alone, a 1937 Lionel Blue Comet passenger set, has fetched over $1,200 in auctions. Another, a rare steam engine from a short-lived 1950s run, was nearly priceless due to its preserved condition and limited release. This wasn't just a jackpot, it was a slice of American history in miniature. The research process, detective work pays off. After hauling the crate back to their shop, Rene and Casey did what they always do: research. Hours turned into days as they cataloged, cross-checked serial numbers, browsed auction databases, and spoke with seasoned collectors. Some trains had original production stamps. Others came with track extensions, catalogs, or original price tags, all of which boosted their value exponentially. They even discovered one train came from a series featured in the Smithsonian's model rail collection. It was no longer just about profit. It became a hunt for provenance. Every piece had a past. Cast and crew reactions, industry buzz. When word spread about the find, fellow cast members couldn't hide their reactions. Brandy and Jared, veterans in their own right, admitted on a podcast that they were legit jealous. Even Dave Hester, never one to offer compliments lightly, allegedly called it one of the cleanest collections found on the show. Producers later revealed that the moment Rene opened that crate had crew members leaning in from behind the cameras, eyes wide, jaws dropping. "That locker changed how we looked at dusty boxes," one crew member joked. Behind the scenes, risk, reward, and intuition. What most viewers don't see is the risk involved. Rene and Casey didn't know what was inside. They bid based on a gut feeling, without the luxury of opening boxes or digging through layers. And they've taken losses before, bidding wars that led to disappointment, or items that looked valuable but weren't. This locker was a reminder that the real skill isn't in yelling the highest bid, it's in spotting the quiet clues. A dusty toy box? It could hold $20 in plushies or $5,000 in model trains. The risk is the thrill, and for the Nezhodas, it paid off. Why this find was different, a story in every car. Beyond the price tag, this model train collection stood out for another reason. It was clearly someone's lifelong passion. Every piece had been preserved carefully, as if the original owner knew their value, and hoped one day someone else would too. Rene remarked on this in a follow-up video. It felt like we were honoring someone's legacy by giving these trains a new home. Collectors across the country reached out, sharing their own stories and bidding on the trains, some even donating pieces to complete sets. This wasn't just a score, it was a shared moment across a whole community. Fan reactions, viral on forums and Facebook. When the episode aired, social media lit up. Clips of Rene lifting the newspaper to reveal the first train went viral on Facebook, while Reddit threads praised the find as the ultimate collector's dream. One fan even commented, "This is the moment I stopped watching just for the drama and started watching for the treasure." The episode became one of the highest rated of the season, and the Nezhodas earned more than just money. They gained serious street cred in the community. Legacy of the Locker, a new standard for Storage Wars. This locker set a new benchmark for what could be found in ordinary storage units. Producers later said it made them rethink the pacing and style of future episodes. Less drama, more discovery. For Rene and Casey, it was proof that dedication, teamwork, and trust in your instincts could still lead to big wins in an increasingly competitive game. And for viewers, it was a reminder that sometimes the best stories come from the most unexpected places. There you have it, the incredible story behind one of Storage Wars' most iconic discoveries. What started as a dusty locker and a hunch became a $5,000 model train treasure, and a moment that captured the hearts of collectors and fans alike. It's finds like these that remind us why we tune in every week, not just for the competition, but for the magic of discovery. Rene and Casey's journey shows that success isn't about yelling the loudest bid. It's about vision, patience, and knowing when to trust your gut. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more legendary finds, and comment below your favorite Storage Wars moment. You might just see it covered in our next episode. And if you want more deep dives into your favorite actors and filmmakers, make sure to subscribe to Vert.